Okay, welcome to NFL Week 7 Sunday recap. This is SNS Pigskin Picks. I am Pratty Sandhu. I'm joined by Jeremiah Sheen. What's going on, Jer?
Oh, man. What a week. Cashed a couple of teasers. My gold pick stomped their opponent. Yeah, just loving life right now this week.
That was great. Okay, so let's get into the recaps. Let's start with let's get into the Seahawks and Falcons. This was my silver pick. Seahawks 34, Falcons 14. Seahawks cashed the +3. This is not really in doubt most of the game. You know what I mean? Seahawks just took care of business, got to the quarterback, got some turnovers.
Well, they're this Heckle and Jekyll team that they either score like 30 plus or they just, shoot themselves in the foot. So, what you're going to get this week is, the defense reset. But I thought Atlanta's really held their own on their defense most games. I'm kind of disappointed that they let Seahawks put 34 up on them. I guess the Seahawks are kind of backed into a corner, though, a little bit. A few losses, and they got some big divisional losses. So they're going to have to start winning or they're not even going to be in the conversation. So, yeah.
They had those 10 days rest. I think that helped a lot. So they cover and they move on, and the Falcons move along. They were actually number 2 in the NFC before this game, Atlanta. So let's move along to Tennessee, Buffalo. Buffalo 34-10. This game was 10-7 at halftime, wasn't it, Jer? Buffalo covers the -9.
To have it was like 200 and something yards offense for the Titans in the first half and limited for the Bills. And then in the second half, it was like 200 and something for the Bills and just nothing for the Bills kind of made their adjustments, and the Titans couldn't do anything. And, Josh Allen, I think he's warming up. He did look shaky there for a little bit, but he found his footing and he's loving Amari Cooper. Wow, what a difference. And I think they're going to keep rolling.
Yeah, he only had 65 yards in the first half, but a couple of big plays by his receivers, I think, helped his stats a little bit there. But yeah, Buffalo just second half, I think they shut him out and they got the cover easily. And Tennessee goes down once again. Let's move along to Bengals 21, Browns 14. Since he covers the spread on the road, Deshaun Watson out for the year. I don't know if that's going to be a good thing or a bad thing for Cleveland long term, but we're going to be seeing your boy, famous Jameis.
Burrow with his first win in Cleveland in his short but storied career. And I'm not sure if it's actually going to be Jameis. I'm hearing some echoes and some rumors that it's going to be the young kid, the long name. Sorry, forgive me.
Thompson Robinson. Yeah,
Thompson Robinson. That's who's going to be starting next week.
Oh man. Well, I saw him, but he didn't do much, and then I saw Jameis come in at the end, and I think he got that garbage touchdown. So I thought maybe Jameis, who knows, right? Maybe they'll keep everyone guessing. But the return of Nick Chubb helped a little bit, but not that much. Actually, Watson was playing pretty well before he got hurt, and then a bunch of interceptions, and then Cincy did their thing, and wasn't a pretty game, but hey, you take your wins when you can get them. I believe Cincy has 3 wins right now, so they're sneaking on up. And
who knows? Yeah. Maybe they make history this year. Maybe they actually get into a playoffs after that start.
They have their schedule is getting a lot easier now. So, yeah,
some season it's going to happen. So,
the Packers 24, Texans 22. Houston covers the +3. Yes, I lose on the hook on this game. This was my gold medal pick. But a great game it was. It was fourth. I believe CJ Stroud only had 90 yards passing all game.
Oh,
Like
Joe
they
Mixon was
caught
a beast in this game.
he
A couple
was.
of touchdowns, lots of yards. He's back to his original form when you got to keep. You're being kept so honest by his explosiveness that the play action was working and stuff. So I think they're going
I
to build
honestly thought he
on
was a
that.
little washed coming into this year. I was like, you know what, Joe Mixon, he moved along. He's getting a little old in the tooth or long in the tooth. And no, he was pretty dominant on third down. He was getting a lot of those big plays and a couple of interceptions there by Jordan Love. Let Houston get some good field position. But yeah, Texans, I believe they're 5-2 now. And
Yeah.
Packers are 4-2 or 5-2. So the Pack, they get the dub. We move on. Dolphins lose 16-10. The Colts
Oh,
get some big defensive plays. They covered the -3. Whoever had the under on this game, congratulations. So
yeah, defensive struggle. Anthony Richardson got the W, but I really think if old man Flacco would have been in there, I think it would have been more like 28-10. So I know you got to have your guy in there, but
this was like
good thing they
I don't
have
think
him in the wings.
I don't think Miami scored in the second half in this game, but I don't know if Huntley got hurt because I saw what's his name come in, the guy who was on the Jets last year, Tim
Oh, okay.
something.
Oh, wow.
Name's escaping. Tim Boyle. Tim Boyle. I saw Tim Boyle sighting, and I was like,
Oh,
"Wow,
no.
things are bad here." Let's move
Yeah.
along to a game that's a little more exciting. It was Lions 31, last second field goal over the Vikings 29. Detroit cashes the +1.5. This was a crazy game. I thought Detroit was going to blow them out for a second, and Minnesota storms back. Like, wow.
Divisional game. They know each other so well.
Mhm.
I figured it was going to be close, and I got the magic middle. I had Lions +7.5, and I had Vikings +5.5 in two different teasers, and one
Wow.
cashed, and the other one I have Tampa Bay +11 to cash it. So I like that
Yeah.
at home +11. Mr. Double Digits is loving that.
Mr. Double Digits is on to that. Vikings, they kind of stumbled. I thought, they started like they were up 10-0, and then it was like what 21-10 out of nowhere, and then they got some breaks to get back in it. So I thought Detroit was a little bit more dominant than the score looked, but
Well, just the
yeah,
Lions defense as of late, the loss of Aiden Hutchinson, that's the only thing that you really got to be suspect about. This offense is
long,
just
I
performing
think
at a
long
high
term,
level.
yeah, long term it might be an issue about Hutchinson, but I think for now they can get by, right? Because they're just that good of a team. And let's take a look at a revenge game. Saquon and boys 28,
Yeah.
Giants
I don't know
3.
how I'm not wearing my Eagles hat right now. That is
Eagles
actually
covered the
shameful.
3 easily. This game was never in doubt. I believe Saquon had a $176 on the ground, 3 touchdowns. Could have been 4, could have been 5. Late in the game, I believe Eagles had a 4th and 1 on the Giants, 1 or 2, and they could have kicked the field goal, and they said no. We're going for it, and they did, and they got the last touchdown. And
I guess the Eagles
yeah,
secondary really locked down Malik Neighbor, or is he still kind of wonky from that concussion?
he had like 4 receptions for like 60 yards or so, so he was contained. I think it was Jalen Carter. He was getting to Daniel Jones. He had a couple of big sacks that I saw, so that was
Nice.
promising.
Awesome.
And Eagles they showed their teeth a little bit, and a nice commanding victory. I think they needed that. And Giants, they were
Still
just
not going to trust them. They're my boys, but I still will not trust them. I believe that they have some stinking left in them.
-3 on the road. It wasn't a bad bet this week. I mean, it was a little chalky, but hey, it is what it is. So let's move along to the afternoon games for us on the West Coast. It was the Rams 20, Raiders 15. Raiders cover the spread. And they were down 8, I believe, Raiders, and they got a field goal at the end to only lose by 5. And yeah, Maybe Pierce had a little something on that one. I don't know. Just saying.
Oh
Yeah,
man, yeah.
all
The
the
decisions of the leaders. Who knows,
all
right?
the analytics say to go for it, right? Because most likely you're not going to get back down there, and they actually did get back down underneath the 10 and whatnot. But still, like he's kind of like trying to be old school, like just kick your field goals, get your points when you can, and all these new age coaches are more like go for it, and fourth down you always go for it, and you always go for two when you're up by one. And so yeah, I think Raiders they were competitive, but Rams, they needed this out of the bye, and I think they got 2 wins now, so good for the Rams. And the Raiders fans were there, and they were happy for a while. And Vegas did their thing on the spread. Okay, this was your gold pick. Commanders 40, Panthers 7. Washington covers the spread. It went all the way up to 10.5 at game time. I believe it was 7-0 on Andy Dalton's first touchdown pass to the other
Yes,
team.
Dante Fowler Jr.
Yeah.
65-yard touchdown return. I wasn't aware of how Daniels got injured. I noticed Mariota came in.
It was like an abdomen issue. I saw him on the bench. He was clutching his ribs, like abdomen area, and he was kind of
So he'll be in
squinting.
next week, you think?
I think so. But I saw him like try to throw a ball. He was wincing after, and then he slammed his helmet. But he came back out to the bench.
So Mariota's just soaking up this juice that Jaden Daniels is serving up, and goes out there and just throws the game.
Similar skill sets, right?
Or?
Similar skill sets, right? They're both scramblers. You know what I mean? Similar height, similar frame. So this could be Mariota's last time playing in the NFL, right? He's going all out. So congrats to him, the Hawaiian sensation, former number 2 overall pick, I believe. But yeah, Panthers have some problems. I wouldn't be surprised if they go back to Bryce Young, but like you always say, tank for Shador, right? So
yeah, no, like at this point, they just have to trade him to someone for a backup, and hope that. So, but I don't know. I don't think Neon Dion's going to let his son go there. I think they're going to pull we're not doing that.
Eli, yeah,
pull an
They
Eli.
could. I wouldn't be surprised. Let's move along to probably the game of the day. It was for a while at halftime, and then Kansas City, for some reason, was getting points in this game. Pat Mahomes says, "Take your points. I don't need them." 28-18 final. Kansas City covers the spread. Cheap touchdown late, I believe, by 49ers. Did not indicate that score. Brandon Ayuk left the game with an injury, and KC is 6-0 now. Only undefeated team left.
Patrick Mahomes' 33-yard scramble was electric, just dancing down the sideline.
He's very capable of that.
It's way too early, but dare we talk about undefeated season and the three-peat all squished into a record-smashing game?
Not in this NFL. Not in 2024.
Well, they look terrible. Patrick Mahomes was like 13 for 20-something, two interceptions, and limited yards. And it's like, oh, he must have lost. No, 21-16 or 18.
The defense stepped up. A couple big interceptions on Brock Purdy there in the red zone, and I think there was one around midfield where they got a nice interception on Purdy. So it was a good game to watch, and Kansas City was rushing the ball really well. Kareem Hunt, like he gets those like really dirty yards. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, it sucks not having Pacheco, but next man up. Kareem's got a gig, and he's been there before, and he does it again off of a bye. Do not fade this man off of a bye, okay? Do not fade this man off of a bye or a barbecue.
No matter what revenge or any edge you think this other team has.
Yeah, if he's got Patrick Mahomes and a full belly, you're in trouble. So that was our NFL Sunday Week 7 recap. We got our Steelers Jets recap coming in with special guest Big Pimpin, Paul Fraser, and we got doubleheader on Monday night. Looking forward to that as well.
Oh yeah.
It'll be Baltimore in Tampa, and then Chargers, who I think are going to be down a receiver or two in Arizona. And there's a fishy line. Arizona's now only +1. So we shall see. That's going to be three interesting games coming up, and some recaps coming up from us on SNS Pigskin Picks. Any other final thoughts for you, Jer?
No, just finally got a good winning week here. Already won a couple of teasers, like I said. Middled that Detroit Minnesota game. That just felt like magic to me. And like I said, I just need Tampa Bay with a huge helper. I got 11.5 and 11. Two separate bets, and
they can easily win outright.
Keep it interesting. It'll be a huge week for me. So
loving it. Okay, that's pretty much it. We're logging out here on SNS Pigskin Picks. Later, y'all.